investigating the 2011 Brixton Riots, which in turn is being used as a case study for Andrew Keane's theory on citizen journalism versus professional journalism. So, the Brixton Riots, from the professional news journalist point of view, showed the rioters in a bad light, as they were portrayed as criminals that had no excuse for crime. Didn't really take into regard Michael Duggan's murder, which was the catalyst for these riots. But there were many sources on the coverage of this news piece. There was evidence, police accounts, footage, witnesses, so it got an array of views, which in turn makes it a more professional and non-biased piece of media.
This is an example of citizen journalism. This is an example of professional journalism.
The smoke is a signal of the mayhem in the distance. The death of a man in one part of London has triggered a wave of violence in neighbourhoods in the north and south of the capital. In Hackney, the disturbances began in the early evening. The police said they would have more officers on the streets of London tonight, and here they moved in force.
An example of citizen journalism which would support Andrew Keane's theory is the rioters using certain social media like BBM and Twitter, and they were putting out the wrong and kind of violent messages, and in Andrew Keane's words would be cluttering up the social media and putting out a sole point of view which was unregulated. An example would be a BBM broadcast that was put out which I believe stated, "Leave your yards, gather your and the feds, bring your hammers," etc.
This example does not work alongside David Gauntlet's theory with citizen journalism, because the people who used like BBM and social media to give across their feelings and maybe explain what was going on and why they were rioting didn't really give a full explanation of it. They were just focused on being angry and just saying things like the quote, rather than articulating like the news and giving the story and getting lots of evidence,
which perhaps would have gave them support in their plight. This has been Maddie and Amber reporting for Refectory News at 9:30.